he won't travel with us today.
Second, you've termed St. Louis as a forecheck dominant team. How would you like your forwards to help out your D's when they go back to the pucks?
Well, if there are two guys coming, which is scenario for our D's up, challenging a rush. So one D's back on the puck with the goalie, and our center, or our first forward back, should beat their second guy. That's how we'd like him to help, first of all, so that you can absorb a hit, bump the puck, or get turned up ice and make that short pass. So, we prefer little short outlets if we can. If they're coming too hard and it's 2D going back on it, then it's generally a lot of times a hard rim around if they don't lock the walls. Our forwards need to beat the D for inside position. So we get to the puck first because they're going to pinch. Our center has to be under, and our winger has to come across and read, whether it's the puck gets out of the zone, start our forecheck, or win a race there. When we've been effective beating their forecheck, we've done those things. So it's a 5-man group, albeit in sync. But it usually starts with someone winning a puck. And whether it's a D back on the puck first, separating, or whether it's on the wall. We haven't gone up the middle a ton. It's dangerous territory against a good forecheck team with good sticks. Certainly that's the easiest, usually get out of your zone clean if you are able to make that pass, because center has to move the puck either way. It's hard to pinch it in the middle of the ice, usually pinch on the board. So that's what we ask of our forwards, to win that battle on the wall and support that first touch. If we're able to do that, we've been pretty good. The other night I thought that's where we talked about after the game, being stretched out. I think we're close enough to one another to win those races to pucks. They were, and that's why we had no defending them.
Back right.
Coach, assuming that he's out for game 3, have you decided who to draw into the lineup yet?
Not yet. Johnny Moore's played, Stephen Camphor's played. Johnny Moore's a left stick. Talked about that. That's the easiest thing, is to keep everyone on their strong sides. But we'll look at that a little more once we find out from that. We don't practice today. We're traveling. Tomorrow morning, have a better idea, look at practice, and then make our decision. And ultimately decide Saturday. Friday's practice would probably be a bigger indicator of who we'll use.
We'll do 3 more front left.
Bruce, so far in these couple of games, you haven't seen you get much 5-on-5 time for Precious line, Jake especially. Is that matchup related? Is that performance related? Would you like to use those guys?
Game situation, it's been more special teams than maybe previous series in terms of power play penalty kill. Dave is definitely on the second power play to Jake the first, so they're going to see their time. Dave Backus, that's where he'll lose minutes for sure. His minutes have probably been affected the most. One of their special teams guys in Heinen as well, because he's sometimes not on either. So I think their performance has been okay. I think obviously we need we've got more good secondary scoring, but our label them top 6. Hasn't produced as much 5-on-5 as we'd like yet. They're good, solid, reliable performers. Marsh, Costa, Berge, and Crutch are all at the top of our scoring, so they've done it in the playoffs. Maybe not in these 2 games, short sample size, so that's something we're looking for. Maybe a team will tell you when the best players perform, you have a better chance to win. So I suspect they'll be better on St. Louis offensively, and we'll go from there.
Emily up front.
Just getting on that vein, the temperature line, they have been sort of up and down from the last 2 months. What have you seen them do, or what have you been looking down when they have been able to get back on track?
Well, they've certainly generated on the power play to get their momentum going 5-on-5. What they've done well in the whole playoffs, even when they weren't scoring, is I think they played against Tavares and Marner, and certainly kept them off the score sheet. Then you go to Panarin, and I think it was Atkinson. They've done a good job. So then there was Stahl, I think, and Williams. So they've been able to at least do that part of the job. So far this series, Shen's line's got some 5-on-5 goals. So that's the part why we made the switch. Try to free them up offensively, try to lock down that line with Corral. I suspect they'll want to go to that matchup. I can't speak for them. They're going to go to that matchup in St. Louis. Looks like they want it here. So if that's the case, then that's a big challenge for Berge, Marsh, and Costa. They're typically up to it. They've always found their game. They don't usually go very long without being a factor. I don't imagine that'll change. I suspect in game 3 we'll see their best game of the series. But until that happens, and it's kind of speculation. But that's what I suspect will happen.
Last question, front right.
Hey, Coach, you know, with the Grizz hit last night, just hits like that in general, what's your take on when people say, well, he put himself in a bad position, or, you know, it's his fault, he shouldn't have done that, when they're talking about the guy that got hit?
I do believe that there's a different generation that was taught, because those hits, I don't want to say were acceptable 20 years ago, but they happen a lot more. So now you grow up playing the game, you're a little less inclined to protect yourself in general, right? My feeling on those hits is, but we've been talking about these for what now, 4, 5, 6, whatever amount of years, that, you know, it's incumbent now on the person delivering the hit to be aware of a player in a prone position. I always believe a player has got to protect himself. They got to put themselves in spots where, you know, but some games are unavoidable. So that was a hit that, you know, it was a prone position. He followed through on the hit. He got penalized for it. I believe he's having a hearing, so that's it. They'll make the decision from there. So I've always felt it's on both players to be aware of what's going on. Things happen fast. It's not the first hit from behind, won't be the last, and they'll be held accountable or not.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.